I'm Galvani. I'm a diagnostic radiologist. Welcome to the channel. Let's once again live stream some scan reads. I've got a bunch of MRIs, maybe a few CT scans. It's early morning here in Brazil. It's only 8:30 past 8, and the queue is kinda empty. But since it's Friday, it's going to be quite full as the day goes by, because Friday it's almost weekends, and the emergency usually is quite full on weekends. So I'd rather start reporting early and take down as much as I can so we can be ready for the rapid increase in requests and emergency scans as the day goes by. So I thought, why not stream it? As you guys may have noticed, I got a black eye from BJJ yesterday, because why not? BJJ is kind of rough. And my left eye, this eye right here, is kind of droopy, and it's clearly black. This is white belts crap. This is what happens when you roll with white belts, being a white belt and trying to stay safe, but it doesn't really work every time. I've been back to BJJ for around 4 weeks now, 4 months now, me and my kids. I have 2 kids, 8 and 11. And we are going to BJJ 4 times a week. I wish we could go 5 times a week, but there is a schedule thing that prevents us from being more than 4 times a week in the mat. And still, it's kind of fun. It's really fun. Sometimes it's a bit rough. So it is what it is. Enough with the chit chat. Sellar get to the first exam of the morning. This is a sellar, a Turkish sellar or Turkish saddle, or pituitary exam. This is a female patient. She is 28, and it says right here on her, am I sharing the screen? Yes. Oh, there it is. I am indeed sharing the screen. Let me just download. It's the request, the clinical history, whatever. It says patient has a adenoma, pituitary adenoma, and we are supposed to make a follow-up evaluation, but we have no previous exams to compare to. So as you guys are used to know, I'm just going to guess, because diagnostic radiology is in fact a guesswork practice more than anything. So this is the neurohypophysis, and this is the anterior 2/3 of the gland. It's clearly enlarged. It's going over the top of the Turkish sellar. The Turkish sellar is here. The cavity is here. It isn't supposed to go over like that, even though this patient is quite young. There is another feature that tells me this case we have a actual tumor. The stem of the pituitary gland is shifted to the left. It's crooked. So if it's crooked, it's not centered. There is some sort of mass effect shifting its position from the midline to the left. So I bet all of this mass we see here, this isn't really the pituitary gland is just the tumor taking its place. So it has a heterogeneous aspect to it. It isn't smooth, although, you know, there is a bunch of noise since this is a very badly calibrated and scanned exam. See how much noise there is here. This is supposed to be pitch black, but it's really noisy, so it's understandable that all the rest of the image is also noisy, so it's quite difficult to say if something is homogeneous or heterogeneous if everything has noise on it. So we have the sagittal view. This is a sagittal T1 pre-contrast phase, and this is a coronal T2. See, the field of view is too large and slices are too thick. This is quite common, so we just get used to it. No point in complaining. We have to report it even though it's crap. Let's see if we can do anything more than just point out how bad this exam was done. They did, for some unknown reason, a heavily weighted sagittal T2, a kind of a FIESTA CISS sequence, which by itself makes no sense unless we are also looking for this major pineal cyst right there. So this patient has a pituitary lesion plus a pineal cyst. The pineal cyst is really homogeneous on the T1, as much as we can tell. Can I tell? Now it won't go all the way back there, so I don't know. Maybe it makes sense to anyone, but to someone it doesn't make sense to me. But, you know, this is the adenohypophysis, the anterior portion of the pituitary gland, and there is clearly a portion that has enhancement and another portion that has none. This is quite common with adenomas because they tend to go through necrosis. Let's get a dynamic coronal sequence. So it's going to show enhancement phase after phase. See how the stem is shifted to the left. So this is neurohypophysis. This isn't what we want. And there is a non-enhancing part of the tumor and a heterogeneous enhancing part of the tumor on the anterior aspect of the gland. Let's go going, and it's still heterogeneous and it enhances and all that good stuff. So I'm going to measure it and report it. You see there is some circling of the right carotid artery right here, and it takes a bit of the cavernous sinus